Hello, David Bradley in the TV room here. So the the soldering iron, is heating up. It is. So I have a socket that I took liberties with. In other words, I cut some off, which is now nicely and securely into the holes on the board. This is for the dusty, rusty, crusty pet. It is. And, let's see, I have solder here. It's funny, it was all nicely sort of wound up, but it got stuck on something. So it's now no longer nicely wound up. And it's tangled. What I suppose I should do, because I won't need all of this, is I should snip this and leave the vast majority of the dangling stuff over there, and I can sort of tweak this stuff over here. Now what I intend to do, because I have the iron heating, is get this all stretched out. I'm going to touch some solder to the iron. It smokes a little, but I don't think it's quite there yet. Oh, yes, there's the smoke. And I will commence soldering. But I think what I will do when I do that is I'm going to try and readjust this down so you can see what's going on. I still have the desoldering iron here, and it's a bit in the way because, of course, it was still plugged in. Not wise. Not at all wise. I should have looked over. Remember that. Always look at the plug before you touch a hot iron. Because I did do not terrible damage, but there's a little soreness on my finger. Just a little wee bit. Alright, so dusty, rusty, and crusty. And it's funny, because when I looked at the bottom of this, there was no way to tell that that socket or that pin on that socket was broken. There was no way. No way. They all stuck. So essentially, it was like a cold solder joint. Except it wasn't a cold solder joint. It was a cold, broken pin, which is very strange. But stranger things have happened, I'm sure. I will have to discuss this with Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel. I will have to sweep up in here. Little bits of plastic and metal have been flying about. They have. Anyway, I don't know exactly how long it takes this iron to get hot, 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 hot. But, ooh, it's smoking, but it hasn't been 5 minutes yet. I do want to make sure it's good and hot. Well, you know what? While I'm waiting for that, maybe what I will do is move this over here, shuffle it down here, try and aim it better at what I'm going to be doing. You can have a look at that. What is that? Okay, that's the thing. Can I see what I'm doing? Okay, that's where I'll be. Right there. Okay. Alexa, stop. All right. So it could be time to commence the soldering operation. I will try and keep my hands out of the way. That didn't look so great. Glob. Perhaps there's some solder still on the iron from before. Okay. That looked better. That looked better. That looked better. Gentle touch. Gentle touch. As they say, when Joe Carter hit the home run to win the World Series, touch them all, Joe. So down we go. Alright, now I'm not really pleased with that one. But oh well. I'm not really pleased with that one. Alright, time to reset. Grab a little more solder. Head back in. No, it doesn't look very good. Most of them look pretty fine. Some of them I'm not tremendously pleased with. This one. Alright. Let's put the iron down, remembering that it's still plugged in. And now, with great care, because I have a hot soldering iron here, I will get my very strong glasses, so you won't be able to see this for a moment. But I've got to just double check and look at everything here. And indeed, I gotta get that in a light better. Well, there's a couple, 3 I think, that I'm not incredibly pleased with. Now, part of the little pads on the bottom of the board may have come off in the desoldering process. Just a little bit. I'll try and touch these up slightly. Put the iron down. Got the incredibly strong glasses back on. Where are we here? Are we here? There we go. Okay. I'll have another look-see. First of all, did I get them all? Yeah, I did. There's another one. Not as pleased with as I might actually. There may be 2. There could be. Where did I put the solder I was working with? Hello. Did I drop it? Bother. It's alright. I will cut another little wee bit here. Maybe I dropped it. Okay. So now, yes, switch the iron. Very careful. This one I am not so pleased with. And there was another one here. And that one I'm still not so pleased with. No. There's an extra globule there. Okay. That was not perhaps the wisest thing for that brush. Oh well. Things happen. Alright. Another look. Another close-up look. Well, I don't think there's any that I missed, but one of them, I'm just, get the glasses. One that maybe I'm none too pleased with. Switch hands with great care. Which one was it? I just want the solder to flow. I think this is the one that I am suspicious of. Alright, last look, I think. Well, it's not perfect. But I figure there is a reasonable chance that if the socket, hello, excuse me, why is that not wanting to come up? There we go. There's a reasonable chance. Oh, now, wait a second. Unplug the soldering iron. Unplug the soldering iron. Okay, soldering iron is out. Okay. So now, yes. So I have this big table here that I am now mostly polluted, but I'm going to do what I can to keep it free of stuff. Now there is one thing no, I can't. Can I do this? No, I can't. I gotta test this back downstairs. I was thinking if I grabbed the monitor and such, I could use the pet companion, but I don't have a separate power supply ready and happy and you know. So what I need to do next with this is actually, I suppose one thing I could do while I'm here is I could take this chip that is destined for this now somewhat butchered socket right there. Where to go? Where am I? Oh, there's the somewhat butchered socket. And I could put this chip in there and see how we go. Maybe I'll put the board down flat. Okay. It is in the socket. There are no bent pins that I can see. So now, to retest this, all I have to do is, I've got to replace these two. Where'd they go? Oh, that chip. Oh, everything is backwards here. That chip and that chip. And then there's the missing ROM chips. There's still four RAM chips in there. And if the socket has made any difference, maybe the machine will work. I did, as I had cut this thing, there's the end of it, as I cut it, I did leave the open end there as a symbol of that's the witness mark. Oh dear. Well, we'll see. I am hopeful. Anyway, I have some tidying up to do, and I'm really, I know you've heard this before, but I'm really going to try and keep this table neat and tidy and clean, and that I can have what I need here and nothing else. So this pet board is going to go away. The soldering irons can stay, because they will, maybe this will be the soldering station. And then maybe I can get back to the 1571s that torment me, and have tormented me, and pester me. And I can dig into that trace that came off. Anyway. Oh, where did I put the other microphone? Oh, there it is. It's on the light. Okay, well, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. And I would bet, well, you know what? Even if it doesn't fix it, I would just like it to do something different. That is what I would like. Just show something. Anyway, it's funny how one, well, basically cold solder joint, broken pin, can cause such trouble. And there could be more trouble. I hope not. I'm forever hopeful. So I guess what I will do is I'll take this downstairs, and with it out of there, I will install the chips that need to be installed, and I'll put it probably into the small keyboard pet. Yes, it will be that one, and then I'll see if anything that I just did, that I tormented and suffered over, makes any difference. I am hopeful. Perhaps I should call Rudy, see what his thoughts are. Anyway, have a lovely, lovely day. Stay tuned. Bye for now.